when you're ready.
Well, Addie's left, so now it's your turn.
Okay, so I have 4 drinks that I'm going to try during this video. And this will also carry on from Cat Jones's video to a later Sammy Wally video. So, I want to try all 4 of these drinks, add it to her video, then add it to mine down the line. Now, you may ask, because I will not be drinking all 4 of these in one day, how do I choose between the 4 Jones sodas? That's kind of easy, actually.
Just have Dad holler out a number.
I have a wheel.
I like Dad's idea better. That means you have to draw a picture of him again.
I already did that once this week. It is Sunset Sarsaparilla. Sunset Sarsaparilla, it's a, sarsaparilla from the Fallout franchise. Most popularly put into Fallout New Vegas. And it appeared in Fallout Season 2 this year.
Where'd you get it? How'd you find it?
Oh, so Jones Soda did this collaboration.
Did you use your nipples to unscrew that?
My shirt. So Jones Soda does a collaboration with Fallout and has released a bunch of the drinks from the Fallout universe into real life. Granted, none of them are the conventional rocket bottles, aside from one.
Alright, someone didn't get it, even
Somebody
though we wanted
didn't
to.
They're not conventionally the bottle rocket. Except for this one, it does have a bottle rocket form. They are just built to taste like them, minus the radiation. This is my first taste of Jones Soda Fallout. Okay, not much to say about that in terms of taste. It tastes like a sarsaparilla. So if you've ever had sarsaparilla of any form, like a kind of like cream soda, it's like a cream soda almost. It's like a sarsaparilla, just a regular one, but a little sweeter. And kind of smoother, actually. Yeah. No, it's...
Would lock away in the vault or throw out to the radiation?
Oh. Lock away in the vault. Save this forever. Not sponsored by Jones Soda, even though her last name would say otherwise. But yeah, that's about it for Sunset Sarsaparilla. That's it.
Oh, that's all you wanted to say?
What else should I say?
I don't know. Hello! Welcome back to the Trash Can Club, which is me, one current member. Yes, hello. So, this video is kind of going to start off with some bad news. A little bit of bad news. This was a request from my ex-boyfriend. Ew, a little bit. Exes, we don't necessarily like that. So I started this project off when we were still dating and we were boyfriend and girlfriend, and it was supposed to be the Thanksgiving project, and I did not finish it in time. And unfortunately, I have a problem with finishing projects, but I really wanted to get the project finished. So I really wanted to push through and really do it strong. So it took about a couple more months. I think we're up to month 3 when we finally finished it. So now it is gonna be my fiance's Valentine's Day present. Yes, he proposed. We got upgraded. No more boyfriend, girlfriend. So, sorry. Yes, sad. I don't have a boyfriend anymore, but I did gain a fiance. Yay! So, this is going to be his Valentine's Day present. It was originally just supposed to be a craft. Unfortunately, I spent way too much time and way too much energy and money into it that it kind of just lines up with Valentine's Day. And my plan for a Valentine's Day video, I still love the idea, but I just can't think of a good way to bring my brain idea into a physical item yet. So we might wait and do that next year, so I have a full year to fully think of the idea. So instead of that, we are going to be doing this craft project for him that he was asking for. I will come out of the gate and just say this is going to be a little bit different because I know next to nothing about Fallout. I don't play the games, not really gamer girl. I spend like 100 hours on one Pokemon game. That's as much gaming as I do. But I have watched the Fallout TV series with him. I really enjoy it. So he will be jumping in a little bit more on this than usual because it is his craft. And he is not very crafty and he overestimates my craft skills. So I was really hoping to not let him down. Also, why this took too long, because he thinks I'm amazing. I am not. So, but I really wanted to try my best for him. And it took way too long. But we are finally finished. And we're making this video way later than ever, but we finished it.
Hi, I'm Sammy Wally, or also known as Izzy. I am the editor of the channel, and Katie has asked for me to record some segments of the Fallout video for you guys. So for my first segment, I am going to say, the beginning of this video started with a Jones Soda Fallout brand review. There's 3 more, and they are in moments of the video I saw that they fit. The reason in which I'm doing that is to add a little more Fallout into this Fallout-based video, and to kind of promote Katie and I's channel, and to have a little bit of a collaborative video on both of our parts. So I hope you enjoy the reviews. I tried to make them as entertaining as I could. And so did Katie.
But yes. So let me just get some stuff out of the way, because usually when like, fiancés, wedding stuff is happening, we are actually saving for a house first. So we are wanting to do a house, and then we are going to start doing wedding things. I do plan on doing some house videos and wedding related videos a little bit, but that is like way in the future, which is like, he wants to do it in 3 years, I say 5 years for the wedding, so split the difference at 4, but house first and then wedding, because I really want a house first just for security reasons. COVID has really scared me, and renting, there's so many things. I just want to own something and be a little bit more secure in that regard. I'm gonna have to jump in here another quickly. I'm gonna be saying a lot of brands on this one, but we are not sponsored. We're not doing anything with the brands. We bought this with our own money, but it does come in the brands are a big part of why this is happening, because many brands came out with a mini fridge, 1/6 scale ish fridge, and Miss Fallout did a Facebook short of herself turning that fridge into her version of a Fallout for her collection. And my boyfriend saw that and was like, oh, little stars in the eyes, little raccoon glitter things, going, I really want one of those. And I said, okay. However, you will have to buy the fridge, since this is like your craft project. I'm not going to be able to afford that yet because I can't find it secondhand. And if I do find it secondhand, they are very popular right now, so they're just too new. So this does go against my little raccoon heart. However, he was very excited about this. So he did end up buying a brand new fridge. I opened it on camera just to see everything you get. But yeah, it's kind of just a basic fridge, and we're going to turn this into basically a red fridge. We're just changing colors. I'm going to have Izzy come in here at this part and talk about why he likes the Fallout fridge so much and why this one particularly. It could have just been because Miss Fallout decided. I don't really know the reason. I think he just saw it and wanted it. I don't really know. But anyway, this is going to be his little intro thing about why he wanted the project.
So one of the biggest reasons why I wanted a Fallout fridge. Fridges are something in Fallout that I think are overlooked a lot in this game. But they have very interesting designs, and like in Fallout New Vegas you find Indiana Jones in the fridge dead. Of course, you know, that's a reference to the fourth Indiana Jones movie. You can find guns, you can find ammo in the fridges. They are always just the most entertaining, wild things in these fridges at times. And I felt like a fridge is a strong indicator on how good the environmental storytelling of those games are. And it's something that just reminds me of that. So when I asked for the fridge and when I saw how it was, which it's actually right here, you don't get to see all of it, but this is the fridge. When I asked for the fridge, that's exactly what I wanted it for. It's because it's just a big reminder of one of my favorite games, and I really love it.
Okay.
I hope it's the grape one next. Oh, are you already recording?
You said you're gonna pick it on camera.
Yeah. Give me just a second. So we just tried the Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Well, no, we didn't. That was a few days ago.
They don't need to know that.
I feel like they do. It's false advertising, Izzy.
It's just a false statement. I've got my wheel of drinks here, and I'm going to spin it and see what our next one is. And it is it's going very slow. Grape.
You sure? I didn't see any proof. You just happened to say, I wish it was grape, and then...
That is true. I did say I wish
Okay.
it was grape. Yes. It's grape now. Okay. So this is actually the first one that I bought. I think it may have been the first one that they made. Either this one or this one. I don't think they made Quantum first. I think that's a newer one still. But we're gonna try the grape. So Nuka Grape is
Nip switch.
Nuka Grape is their answer to grape soda in the Fallout universe. I love doing that, by the way, when it gets foggy in here and just blowing it all out. Whew.
Medicinal.
It smells like grape. Okay, let's see. It's also, I'm sure the camera can't really see this, but it's like kind of like black, but it's also a really deep dark purple.
Kind of see it.
Kind of see, yeah, better this way. Okay. Down the hatch. So first impression, it's very grape juicy, actually, which is weird and kind of nice. It's not like really overly sweet like Sunset Sarsaparilla was. Like that was a much sweeter sarsaparilla. It hit really hard. This one is more subtle. It's got a really good I don't know. It's just a like hint of grape without being overly powerful as a soda and without being overly powerful as something with natural juice in it, which also has artificial flavor too. And I assume that's how they really get that punchiness of the grape. Your cameraman is making weird faces at me. So, watch as I pour. The color fades away real fast. But if you look, I like that. You can see the purple of it.
Shot. Good job. Now go deliver that one
Yep. This one's for Sean.
to the mythical Papa.
But also, I really want to hear from you. What is your favorite food at Buc-ee's, or if we missed something that you really love at Buc-ee's, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, that one's not bad, isn't it?
Thank you for joining me on this Buc-ee's tour. It was fun. That was a lot of fun. I think I need to go.
That's a different grape flavor.
Let's go back
Yeah.
after.
It's not quite like
Thanks for watching.
like crushed grape or anything.
Yeah.
It's more grape juice than grape soda. Creep around the corner.
Maybe.
And that's a wrap on Nuka Grape.
What the hell are you doing?
He's on his break, so texting. But yes, he did help financially with these things because some of these items were still very new, and I just needed help. Thanks, babes, for helping, even though this is your gift, but thank you for helping buy stuff. Because originally it wasn't a gift, but I just put so much time into it that it sadly became a gift.
What do you mean, sadly?
But we are going to be talking about basically the fridge. I ended up not really using, I think I only used the little gelatin mold it came with, and that'll become later. I'm going to break this down into a few different categories. And this is just going to be the fridge category, and then food and packaging is going to be whole different categories. So we're starting off with the fridge, which is the most important part. He requested it to be a bit rusty and like the bomb had already gone off. So in order to do something gross, we need to make it nice. So we started off with just doing a red base and freehanding the Nuka-Cola sign on there. It's not perfect. My penmanship is doctor's scribbles at best and ancient hieroglyphics at worst. So we are lucky it's legible. So while that was drying, it was kind of now onto the packaging, because packaging took so long that it took me a few months to do off camera. I have a bunch of Miniverse packages and just items laying around that I found packages that I took apart carefully, traced them on a piece of paper, and then scanned that into a file that I could, like, just make it basically a Google Docs that I could go and paste pictures onto to kind of get that same shape, which will eventually be turned into physical boxes for the fridge. All this was done off camera because I ended up having to use my iPad, which I film on, and some of the packages had to be done, like pieces of it had to be handmade and like hand drawn, hand colored, hand matched, and all that other stuff because it didn't have everything on it. It was just one side, because of course it was, or it was too blurry, or it was too this. So it was a lot. So I did that on the background, and now we're gonna go on to the food, because food is kind of where I could do all this stuff. Food was also basically a little long time because he requested Nuka-Cola bottles, which are shaped like rocket bottles. No one makes little rocket bottles. So I ended up with Miniverse mini brands, from my fridge, I had a bunch of little milk jugs. Now, to the average person, these silhouettes just look like a milk jug. If you look at them next to the Nuka-Cola silhouettes, if you just add little triangles down, they're actually pretty similar. So I ended up adding little triangle bits to the ends of the milk bottles and then making a silicone mold out of that, and then making 9 different little Nuka-Cola ones out of resin. 8 will show up because I messed up on one of the labels. Instead of with the colors, the labels and the colors got mixed up. So there's only going to be 8 in the final product, but I did make 9 different ones, so 18 in total. And then some of them also don't look very good. The kind that I used with silicone molds and resin, there are 2 types. There's one that cures with UV and there's one that cures just on its own. I don't particularly like using the UV one. I'm just not in the correct place for it right now. So I use the 24-hour like cure mix equal parts of that. So that's what the mold is made for. However, I didn't have the colors for 4 of the bottles. So I ended up using UV resin that I had just from, again, more Miniverse. When I make mine, I don't particularly like using the resin. I've tried using the resin and it just doesn't harden all the way, no matter how much sunlight I put it in, nail thing, like it just doesn't cure all the way. And the first ones I've done that and I was like, oh, okay. But for the later ones, I just want to use glue and not have to worry about it. So I have quite a bit of resin left over, and these were just in the correct colors. So they don't look the best, but I'll shove them in the back and they can just be more colored filler items. But that is why 4 of them look very wonky. I couldn't justify buying a whole big new thing of colorants for 2 tiny bottles, and the colors I don't even need. So I'm like, I have colors that I need. It's just not look best. Yeah, they're fine. They're not the best, but they're fine. And there's just a whole bunch of them, so they're shoved in the back. I don't really think in the end you can really tell. And then I ended up having, again, in my Miniverse collection, I have a lot of just bowls and random plates. So I grabbed a collection of those and made all of the little food bits and pieces onto those. So I didn't necessarily have to buy anything specifically for that. There was one thing he requested, and that was deviled eggs. Apparently that's a thing. I don't know. But that is the one I did not have because their only deviled eggs at that time was in their Easter series, and I got very lucky and only had found one of the Easter ones. So I was like, if you want those, this is where you can buy them. And he bought them from Akari, so he has deviled eggs in there as well. So I needed to paint. Sugar bombs he was very excited about, so I knew those 2 ones I didn't necessarily have to buy. I got some Sculpey clay in yellow and just made a bunch of mini bombs in about the size of cereal, and then just vaguely noodle shapes for the mac and cheese, because he also requested these to be moldy. So again, just vague noodle shapes would work. But the bombs were a bit, they're not uniform, but they are clearly what they are with like the packaging and everything. And baked those off, did that. I also wanted to add in little medical devices, so you'll see me sculpting those. However, they ended up not making the cut because I just could not figure out for the life of me how to do radio bags, and I've tried like 2 different techniques, none of them worked. So I think you'll see me do that on here as well. That totally failed. They're still not dry, so I just tossed them because I have no idea. Something went wrong, whatever. But I think the fridge ended up looking full enough that I think it would just make it even more cluttered.
We're on our last 2, yes. So we're gonna see which one it is. Which one?
It's quantum.
It's quantum. Okay. It was like right in the middle. All right. So we're saving the worst for last, obviously. So this
Time for the nipple twist.
is quantum. What? This is Nuka-Cola Quantum. This is undoubtedly the most famous of the Nuka-Colas. And I can't believe that I am actually going to finally drink this.
Sadly, it's not in a rocket bottle.
No.
Someone missed it. Nip nop whip. Twist. Twist of the nip nop.
Gotta do that every time. This is Quantum.
Could you be any more audible? Yes, apparently.
The answer is yes. That is more Warheads than I thought it would taste like. So it's a berry lemonade. And mind you, I thought that was a little sour. It's not horribly sour. It just caught me off guard because there is another version of this that is sour. There is a sour version of this, and it's sour.
You do know that it says sour, right?
Does it? Why did I believe you? I mean, it's still good. I think it might be the weakest of the three so far. I really liked that grape one. That grape one was really good.
It's just because you like medicinal things.
It's because I like grape things. Yeah, no, yeah, it's...
I will say I think that's the most striking, though, of it.
Yeah. So far, that's the one that's, like, really...
Hard to get.
hard to get, and also, like... Well, hard to get around here, to be fair.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's
had to
places.
bother a bunch of Cracker Barrel ladies for you.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Good job. You can describe the color.
Blue.
It looks rancid. It looks like the atomic bomb. Tastes like a melted popsicle.
Yeah, a little bit, actually.
Like those cheap blue ones that everyone has as like a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The plastic ones that would cut you if you cut them wrong.
I know exactly what you're talking about,
It's
actually.
the blue one.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. Straight up. It's just a popsicle.
Sorry. The inside of this cap says, check the pocket of an old jacket. I'm not sure why. I guess good advice. Okay, Sean.
Okay.
This is Nuka-Cola Quantum.
Nuka-Cola Quantum. Okay. Oh, it's green.
It's blue.
Was it blue? Oh, it's blue.
Isn't it straight up a popsicle?
Melted blue raspberry popsicle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everything is basically past stage one, which is make it look nice, make it perfect, make it look pretty. And now we can go on to step two, which is making everything really gross. So for the fridge, I ended up just doing that off camera because I just really wanted to focus in and hone on just painting almost with all the rust. So I did a before and after. The food, I ended up mixing a few different colors of greens, browns, and then a purple to give it some depth. And I just went in with coloring on those. At this point, I had sculpted quite a bit, and this has been like a long time after the start of this project. So you see me getting into Teeny Worlds, also not sponsored, but at this point I was just very tired of sculpting, and I could not for the life of me figure out what this little diner spitty out food thing is. Apparently you can get a preserved pie in it. That is the only thing that I did make that will not be touched with mold. It is supposed to be perfectly preserved. However, in this machine, it also spits out moldy food. I could not tell what food came out moldy, so I could not sculpt it. I looked at videos, I looked at photos, I looked at quite a few places. I could not figure it out. So I just went, screw it. Five Below has, I've seen my Froggy stuff use them and repaint them, and they looked fine. So I was like, I'm just going to spend $5 and save my hands some work and some frustration. And then I remembered that mold is actually fuzzy. So I wondered if we could maybe use some cotton, because acrylic dries pretty fast. However, it can remain sticky just for a little bit of time. So I was able to actually use cotton and just get the little remnants of it from when the paint was about to be dry but still a bit sticky to give off that very real fuzzy look. And I think that really adds to the mold. And now I believe we got everything molded.
Nuka-Cola Victory. Probably my favorite design of the 4. But for taste, I am sure this is gonna be interesting. This is the peach mango one. It does have its own cap though. I think the only other one that has its own cap is the grape.
Nip twist, here we go.
Oh man, that was hard to get off. Okay. Nuka-Cola Victory. Okay. So, yeah, peach and mango. It's more mango-y than peach. But it's very mellow, actually. It's not very, like, doesn't hit you in the face as much as, like, the other ones. It's kind of like a throwback to the grape, where the grape was, like, you know, it was a little bit grape, but it wasn't overbearing. Honestly, the best way to describe this, in my opinion, it tastes as it looks. Like, it tastes like the color somehow. It's just kind of a refreshing one. Not bad.
What's the color?
Peach orange.
Which is what?
Peach orange.
Okay.
Okay. One for you, one for her. Hold on. Give it.
I don't want to be on screen.
This is your channel.
That has less flavor than the blue one.
Oh, that's true.
It's like a slightly flavored carbonated water.
Yeah, kind of.
At best.
I would say your Sprite yesterday was actually more flavorful than this. Actually.
Mmm.
Yeah.
Yes. You need your money back on that one.
Not good.
No, it's like a water. I mean, it's fine. I mean, if I paid more than like $1 for that, I would be very disappointed. So we're going to take a break from the basement and come back up to work on the finishing packages. These packages made my hands hurt so much. I had my aunt print them out because, thank you, my aunt, because printers didn't work. And low on money, because I bought my dad a waffle maker because he got mad because he could not have chicken or waffles. I did that instead, but now we have a waffle maker for our future house because he likes pancakes with abs. I'm indifferent, but we love a good pancake ab moment. So I just had my aunt print them out on regular printer paper, which is fine because I ended up having a bunch of cardboard in the recycling that I took out and cut. I cut all the paper packaging out and glued them onto rail packaging to give you that like paperboard, just a bit more stiffness to them because I didn't want them to like smoosh over time. I wanted them to have a bit more texture to them. No, strength to them. Hindsight, this was okay. I would say that I wish I had not done all of them. Like, I think some of the little tabs could have not had cardboard and it would have been easier, but anyway. And at this point, my iPad was about dead, so I was like, okay, I will try to figure out how to do these off camera while it charges, and then I'll come in and like show you how to do one and blah blah blah. The way it was supposed to go did not work at all. I panicked so hard. I had to hot glue, and I panic hot glued all of them together because I was so worried that these, like, something would happen and they would not get done. So I hot glued all of those off camera, sorry. But again, I filmed quite a bit of it, and I'm pretty sure it's not fun to watch. But basically, just fold all the tabs together, and yeah. And either glue them, tape them. My Froggy stuff makes boxes all the time, and hers are much better, by the way. So definitely reference her if you want to do anything like that, because she is probably the queen of a small crafting. I am baby at it.
Fallout is a very special game to me. So, back in the day, there was a YouTuber named Venturian Tale. Some of you may know him, some of you may not. Venturian Tale did Doctor Who, Gmod. I think they did a little bit of Minecraft back in the day, but most importantly, Venturian himself did a Fallout series. He did Fallout 3 in New Vegas. He also did Skyrim, but I wasn't as into Skyrim back then as I am now. But he did a Fallout series, and it was extremely long, extremely thought out, had like a really good storyline. He kind of made up a little backstory for his main character, which was Siren Caster, I think. And I fell in love with the series. Eventually, I got an Xbox 360, and Fallout 3 was one of the first games that I got for it. I was just at a flea market one day, saw it, and I begged my mom. I begged her to give it to me. And in fact, I was actually grounded in the week that we got it. And there was one night where I woke up in the middle of the night, like 1 o'clock, and I couldn't wait. I just popped it in and played it until I was asleep, basically. And from that day on, I've put hundreds of hours into Fallout. Fallout 3, New Vegas, Fallout 4. I do like Fallout 4, but not as much as the other two. And you couldn't get me off those games for the longest time. It's just something I always come back to. I always come back to Fallout. There came a day where I no longer could play Fallout 3 in New Vegas. And it's something that I am absolutely saddened by, because I don't have enough money to get me an Xbox One for me to be able to play them again. But they still sit on my shelf. They still are here. And they're games that I've played over and over and over again. I could tell you most things about the storylines of both of those games. When the Fallout TV show came out, I was floored. It was like something had come true that I never actually expected to come true. I was absolutely excited for for anything new about Fallout, because, these games take forever to come out nowadays. Fallout 5 is still like probably 10 years away, but then they came up with a new storyline, came up with a TV show, and brought the world of Fallout back to me. And so, really, one of the reasons I want the fridge is because it means a lot to me. And to see somebody make my fantasy become reality it's absolutely excellent. So, in a nutshell. That's why I love Fallout.
And now for final touches. Our last thing is actually to go back to the fridge, and we made the outside all gross and disgusting, but that wouldn't really make sense if we had a nice pristine inside. So I'm not using a reference here for anything. I'm just going ham and making it gross and disgusting, and the cat is all up in there, so I don't think you can actually see anything, but I'm just making it gross. I ended up putting, once that is all done, everything will be put on off camera because it's Fiance is gonna do final shots on this one because it's his present, and so I didn't want to like film myself putting everything in case he accidentally sees it. So you will see that soon, but I'll turn it over for Izzy for his reaction and final bits of this video.
Okay,
what he
my
thinks.
eyes are closed.
Okay, ready?
There's an Addy here before.
Okay, you can look now.
That was attractive. Coca-Cola! I have to act surprised because I've already seen the fridge itself. But I really like it.
Those are just
Jello
mini
cake.
extras.
Yeah, this is a Jello cake from the TV show specifically. It's not in the games. She thought it would be a very good addition, and I like it. I like it a lot. Multi-food. Yum, yum, yum. Are these just extras that didn't fit in there?
Yeah.
Ah.
So careful when opening it because it's still not fully dry and nothing's really glued down. So I thought you could arrange it a few different ways.
Okay.
Do you want me to open it and you close your eyes and look at it again?
Okay.
That's it is gross looking.
Ah, yes! It's supposed to be gross looking.
That is glued down.
Oh.
Or was.
It was, not exactly in there. Sorry about that.
I glued the little stuff down.
There's so many Nuka-Colas. Then you got your thing of Sugar Bombs, Blamco, Instamash.
Don't forget the freezer.
Oh, I haven't forgotten the freezer yet. Oh, this looks like a good fridge for Eden in the Fallout universe. Then, we got this one as well. Ew! Yee! Got all sorts of Blamco in there. Oh. Oh.
It doesn't really close.
Okay. Have to.
I made too many
Take
boxes.
this one. Then take this one as well. Okay, got them Dandy Boys. Spring Valley barbecue crisps. I don't think potato crisps are supposed to be in the freezer, but hey, that's Fallout for you. Got the Fancy Lad cakes.
I figured they were more like storage at this point.
Yeah, basically. I like that all the glass, the plastic glass is all gross and worn and spoiled food on the walls. I like all the Nuka-Colas.
So do you like it?
I love it.
Everything
it's
you were
really
hoping
good.
for?
Yeah,
3 months worth of work.
I can tell. It's the perfectly preserved pie.
Yeah. That's the only thing that's not moldy in there.
Yeah, it's literally perfectly preserved, and then it's in the little case that you'd find when it's when you take it out of the vending machine. Oh, you did good. You did really good.
Hopefully your next 2 projects that you have for me are not this intensive.
Oh man. Oh, even the back.
The only thing that's not done is the
Everything.
bottom. Because I didn't want it to be sticky or anything.
Yeah. That's fair. put a lot of effort into the hinges too and everything. I love it. You did good.
No problem. You are welcome. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you, love.
Of me when you are all alone. Maybe the one who.
And so, for my takes on it, I have very mixed feelings on it. I think the time-wise I spent on it, I just like, you kind of get like tunnel vision where it's like everything just looks bad, especially toward the end where stuff just wasn't working. Like, I'm not necessarily proud of like the boxes and some of them a little finer, like the little finer things on that, so that is kind of sucky. I am really happy with how the mold and the rust turned out and all the grossness. I think that turned out really well, and it was really fun to go ahead and do that again, because I don't necessarily get to do a whole bunch of grossness and a bunch of stuff I do now, just because I don't have room for it, sadly, and everything has to be kitty cat friendly, because the dictator likes to stick her mouth in absolutely everything. Yes, I was beating her off the cardboard and the resin things that I had just made. I wish that was kidding. I had to pry a little Nuka-Cola bottle out of her mouth and literally move the things of all of them away from her just to make her stop eating them. This cat is literally actively trying to kill herself, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But let's see how he likes it. And thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go crawl back into my trash can, because boy, I am tired, and I'm so tired of seeing Fallout. I need a break from all of this moldy, oldie garbage stuff. So I'm gonna go back to my little garbage den where there's lots of gross, smelly fabric and not food. Bye, guys!